Oh my goodness. Ricky Gervais predicted this years ago, and now with the December 19th deadline getting closer for the new Epstein files, Hollywood's biggest stars are running. Ellen DeGeneres is hiding in the UK, Richard Gere just sold his mansion at a huge loss, and they're not the only ones. Today, I'm going to show every single celebrity who's suddenly leaving the country right before these files drop, and trust me, you won't believe some of these names. Also, well, if you're wondering, wait, what happened to the voice? Well, Irix has a sore throat, so today I'm going to take over his channel, and he's just going to sit in the corner and watch me take over like a good boy. So, jokes aside, let's get into the video. So you might remember when Ricky Gervais roasted Hollywood at the Golden Globes. He called out Jeffrey Epstein and made everyone in that room super uncomfortable. Well, guess what? It looks like he was right about everything. In this video, you're about to discover which famous celebrities are selling their homes, packing their bags, and moving to other countries. And here's the crazy part. They're all doing it right before the Epstein files become public. Their teams say it's about politics. They say it's just retirement. But when you see the pattern, you'll understand why Ricky's jokes don't seem so funny anymore. They seem true. So what's happening right now? Okay, so before we get into who's running away, you need to understand what's going on right now. And honestly, it's wild. Just recently, the government released new photos and videos from Jeffrey Epstein's private island in the Caribbean. Yeah, that island. The pictures show different bedrooms and even a chair that looks like it belongs in a dentist's office. Creepy, right? There's also this old phone with speed dial buttons, and get this, some of the names were covered up with black marks. The government said they did it to be careful, but that means some people in Hollywood right now are sweating because their names might be on that phone. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Senator Chuck Schumer just came out and demanded that Trump release all the Epstein files by Friday, December 19th. No more hiding, no more secrets.
Trump, what the hell are you trying to hide? In 3 days, President Trump has a choice. Follow the law and release the files, or break the law and continue to hide the truth from the American people. Let me be blunt. We fully expect Trump, Bondi, and their minions to dodge, delay, or partially release these files. If they release some documents and hide others, the American people will see right through it, and they'll ask the obvious question. We are all asking the obvious question that looms. President Trump, what are you trying to hide? President Trump, what are you trying to hide? If the administration withholds some documents unlawfully, we will know. If they abuse narrow exemptions to hide the truth, we will know. And there will be serious legal and political consequences. This law passed with near unanimous support. The survivors deserve the truth, and the American people are demanding it. This isn't political. Democrats and Republicans agree. The American people deserve the truth. So Donald Trump, release the Epstein files. Stop hiding, stop delaying, come clean with the American people. And if you don't, the question will only get louder and louder and louder. Trump, what the hell are you trying to hide?
Schumer basically said, Trump, what are you trying to hide? He told everyone that Trump signed a law about transparency, so now he has to follow through. If he doesn't release everything, people are going to ask questions. Loud questions. And here's something that'll blow your mind. Lisa Phillips, who survived Epstein's horrible actions, went on TV and said she has her own list of names. She's not scared to tell everyone who was involved. She looked straight at the camera and said she knows exactly who did what.
Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list. We know the names. Many of us were abused by them. Now, together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know. In the year 2000, I was taken to Jeffrey Epstein's island while on a photo shoot on a nearby island. Who I saw and what I experienced there was a glimpse into a very dark and disturbing world. For years after, I tried to avoid Jeffrey. Epstein's reach went to the very top of fashion, arts, and entertainment. This did not just happen to underage girls in Florida. In New York City, hundreds of young, ambitious women were abused by him.
So, yeah, that's why everyone's panicking. These files are about to expose over 150 people who are mentioned in sealed court documents, and some of Hollywood's biggest stars know their names might be in there. What Ricky Gervais exposed years ago. Alright, let's talk about Ricky for a second, because this guy literally warned everyone and nobody wanted to listen. At the Golden Globes, Ricky stood on that stage and roasted everyone. He looked at a room full of Hollywood executives and said they were all terrified of Ronan Farrow. Ronan's the journalist who exposed a lot of bad behavior in Hollywood, so that joke hit hard.
In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world, people from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year for movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done Netflix, you win everything, good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end he obviously didn't kill himself, just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and off. Okay?
Then Ricky made jokes about pedophile movies and told celebrities they shouldn't lecture regular people because they know nothing about the real world. He even said most of them spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. Brutal, but true. But here's the moment that made everyone uncomfortable. Ricky said Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. The whole room went silent. You could feel the tension through the screen. And then he told them, I know he's your friend, but I don't care. Looking back now, those jokes don't seem like jokes anymore. They seem like warnings. And with celebrities running away before these files drop, maybe Ricky knew something we didn't. Ellen DeGeneres, the headliner. Let's start with the biggest name. Ellen DeGeneres has officially left the United States. She's now living in the Cotswolds in the UK. And no, this isn't a vacation. She's gone for good. Now, Ellen's team says she left because of the election results. She doesn't like Trump, so she moved. That's the official story. But here's what they're not telling you. Breaking news from just this week, December 17th to be exact, shows that Ellen can't be served legal papers for a car crash lawsuit. Why? Because she's hiding overseas. Yeah, they actually used that word, hiding. Now think about that for a second. You don't hide in another country just because of a simple car crash lawsuit. That doesn't make sense. Unless there's something way bigger you're trying to avoid. Oh, and remember when Ellen admitted on camera that she knew about Diddy's top floor parties at 2 a.m.? Yeah, she said that herself on her own show. Those weren't normal parties, and everyone knows it now. So Ellen's not just retired. She's not just taking a break, she's gone. And the timing? Right before the Epstein files drop. Interesting, don't you think? Richard Gere, the shock exit. Next up, we've got Richard Gere. This one shocked me because Richard's been in Hollywood forever. He's a legend. But now, he's gone too. Richard just sold his massive house in Connecticut. We're talking about a huge compound, like dream home level. And he sold it for $10.75 million. Sounds like a lot, right? Wrong. He took a loss on that sale. Richard Gere, a multi-millionaire movie star, sold his house for less than what he could have gotten. Why would anyone do that? His team says he wants to be closer to his wife's family in Spain. Sweet story. But here's the problem. Why sell at a loss right now? Why leave the country exactly 1 month before the Epstein deadline? This is what people call panic selling. It's when someone needs to move their money and disappear fast. And that's exactly what this looks like. Richard didn't just move, he ran. Eva Longoria, the quiet exit. Now let's talk about Eva Longoria. You know her from Desperate Housewives. Well, Eva's not so desperate to stay in America anymore. She's been splitting her time between Spain and Mexico. And she recently called the United States dystopian. That's a fancy word that basically means she thinks America is a nightmare right now. Her official reason? She wants her son to grow up outside of Hollywood. She doesn't want him around that lifestyle. Fair enough, right? Except here's the thing. Eva just slashed the price on her Beverly Hills mansion. She's trying to get rid of it fast. When rich people suddenly drop their prices, it means they need to sell now. Not next month, not next year, now. So yeah, Eva's doing the quiet exit. She's not making a big announcement, she's just slowly moving her money and her family away from the United States. And the timing, again, right before these files come out. Rosie O'Donnell, the exile. Rosie O'Donnell is next, and this one's even more dramatic. Rosie didn't just move to another country, she moved to Ireland and said she will never return to the United States, ever. That's not a vacation, that's exile. Her official reason? Politics. She hates the political situation in America. But here's what makes this suspicious. Rosie's been a Hollywood insider for decades. She knows everyone. She's been to all the parties, she's friends with all the powerful people. So the question is, does she know what's coming in those files? Because let's be honest, you don't say, "I'm never coming back," unless you're scared of something. And Rosie seems pretty scared right now. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes, the smart ones? Now we've got Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes. These two are rumored to be looking at property in London. They want to move their kids out of LA and escape the Hollywood lifestyle. Unlike the others, Ryan and Eva haven't left yet. They're still in the planning stages, but the fact that they're even looking tells you something. Maybe they're the smart ones. Maybe they're getting out before the whole industry collapses. Because let's face it, when these files drop, Hollywood's never going to be the same. The deeper connections, Blake Lively's circle. Alright, now we need to talk about how deep these connections go. Because it's not just about celebrities leaving, it's about who they knew and what they were part of. Let's talk about Blake Lively for a second. When Blake was only 25 years old, she attended a party with Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, and a bunch of other people who are now connected to major scandals.
Blake Lively and Jeffrey Epstein connection is wild, you guys. This letter has all these people listed. Let me just tell you, I looked each and every single one of them up, and there is scandal and shade in relation to each one. Buckle up, I'm gonna go through it. Jared Kushner, of course, is part of the invitation inviting Jeffrey Epstein to party with Trump and Harvey Weinstein.
The guest list for this party reads like a who's who of Hollywood scandals. We're talking about people involved in cover-ups, people connected to trafficking allegations, people who've been exposed for horrible behavior. Now, I'm not saying Blake did anything wrong, but it shows you how connected these circles are. One party, one night, and suddenly you're linked to dozens of people who are now in serious trouble. This is why celebrities are panicking, because even if they didn't do anything themselves, being at the wrong party with the wrong people can destroy your career and your life. Now let's talk about who actually visited Jeffrey Epstein's island, because this list is insane. Stephen Hawking went there for a science conference about gravity. He didn't do anything wrong, it was legitimate research. Woody Allen was seen hanging out with Epstein multiple times at his Manhattan mansion. That's suspicious. Les Wexner, the guy who founded Victoria's Secret, brought 11 models to Epstein's island. Think about that, 11 models to a private island. Naomi Campbell, the supermodel, had a close relationship with Ghislaine Maxwell. Survivors have said that Naomi definitely would have seen what was going on. Chris Tucker flew on Epstein's private jet for a charity mission to Africa. He says nothing illegal happened, but still, he was on that plane. Kevin Spacey was also on that Africa trip, and we all know Kevin's got his own problems now. Prince Andrew faced 4 allegations of assault with a minor. He was never convicted, but he paid millions to settle. That tells you something. Donald Trump had a relationship with Epstein and flew on his plane multiple times. He says he never went to the island, but the connection is there. And Bill Clinton, he logged over 26 flights on Epstein's private plane. 26. That's not a coincidence, that's a pattern. Here's why all of this matters. These aren't coincidences. When you see multiple famous people suddenly doing the same things at the same time, you're watching a pattern. They're selling homes at a loss. They're moving to countries that don't have extradition treaties with the United States. They're getting rid of their American assets. They're making permanent moves right before a deadline. This is what people do when they know something bad is coming. They prepare, they protect themselves, they run. And right now, with December 19th getting closer every day, we're watching Hollywood's elite scramble to get out before the truth comes out. They're not taking vacations, they're escaping. So, there you have it. Ricky Gervais warned us years ago that Hollywood was full of secrets and powerful people doing terrible things. He made jokes about Epstein when nobody else would, and now we're watching the biggest names in entertainment run away before the truth comes out. Ellen hiding in the UK, Richard Gere panic selling his mansion, Eva Longoria quietly moving her family, Rosie O'Donnell saying she'll never return. The pattern is impossible to ignore. With the December 19th deadline approaching and Senator Schumer demanding full transparency, we're about to find out if Ricky was right about everything. And based on what we're seeing right now, I think he was. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Which celebrity exit shocked you the most? Who do you think will be named in these files? Let me know what you think. I'll keep you updated as more names surface and more celebrities start running. Because trust me, this story is far from over. See you in the next one.